Hey loves, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I'll be checking out this interesting video from Brett Cooper and it's titled Men Around the World Are Fed Up. You guys, I'm super excited as always. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please consider subscribing. Give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share and all that good stuff. And without much ado, let's see what Brett Cooper has for us in this video.
Welcome back to the comment section. I'm Brett Cooper. So across the world, guys, journalists and academics alike are trying to understand the growing divide between men and women. We all know that this divide exists. We talk about it all the time. I'm sure you guys feel it in your day-to-day life. And so obviously they have now realized that this divide exists, that both men and women are stepping out of the dating pools, that there is social and political tension, our population is declining, like it is a big problem. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think they have finally realized that feminism is to blame. Before we dive into this though, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you've not already, and then ring that notification bell so that you never miss a comment section episode. So people really started contemplating this question and this issue after reports came out citing the political divide between men and women, and they are glaring. Like these graphs are we are more divided than ever. This one says pulling apart, self-identified position of 18 to 29-year-olds on political spectrum. 0 is very liberal, 10 is very conservative. Men are on the up and up. You guys are getting more conservative, and us women, ooh, that decline is stark.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
But I believe this is true even from what I'm just observing doing this show and pulling TikToks for you guys to watch and talking about pop culture stories. I mean, take the frat boys from last week, pushing back against absurdity on college campuses and actually standing up for our country and the things that we stand for. Like, where are the chicks? Are they the ones in the Antifa outfits? I don't know, but they are certainly not doing what the frat boys are doing. They're probably too busy crying about the fact that they have no rights, I'd assume. But anyway, moving on. No shocker here, but America does have the biggest gap between the genders. However, we aren't totally alone here, which was a positive thing for me to see in kind of a twisted way. But this other graph, the space between us, shows the divide in other countries. And obviously, the United States has the widest one, but this is an issue that countries across the world are facing. And as journalists have been trying to understand the situation, they've actually been covering it in other countries first. And it's kind of validating to see that we are all sharing the same problems and grievances. We are all fighting this mind virus together.
You guys, what are your thoughts on this video? The major cause of this divide between men and women is nothing but feminism. And you mostly find this divide in countries where feminism is being preached, where feminism is being promoted, where feminism is being talked about every single day. Because over here in Africa, men and women are still working hand in hand. There's nothing like feminism becoming the order of the day because people still go on a date every single day. Men grow up and all they want to do is have a girlfriend and vice versa. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Do you guys think that this divide between men and women is going to come to an end, or is going to become even wider as the day goes by? Let me know in the comment section and let's continue watching, you guys.
Now, just last month, The Economist wrote an interesting piece about this, why young men and young women are drifting apart, but they focused mostly on Poland. And they wrote that it is typical for young Polish women to support the liberal left, which takes women's issues seriously and promises to legalize abortion. Sounds familiar. Young Polish men, they complain, hew more to the right or even the far right. Consider last year's election. Then the top choice for 18 to 29-year-old men was Confederation, a party that touts free market economics and traditional social values. Against feminists, in defense of real women is one of its slogans. Some 26% of young men backed it and only 6% of their female peers did. Sounds like a fantastic political party that I would definitely be in favor of. And then The Economist wrote, young Polish men have their own set of complaints. Feminism has gone too far, say two firemen in their 20s in a small town. Now guys, you know me, I'm going to butcher these names, but Lukas says that he used to be able to go to a village dance party and the women there were wife material. Nowadays, they're all posting shameless pictures of themselves on social media, he laments. The media are all biased and pushing the culture to the left, complains Mateus. Neither would give a surname. They also say that people no longer admit that men and women often want to do different kinds of work. Okay, well, doesn't that sound familiar, ladies and gentlemen of the United States? Buddy, in America, people won't even admit that men and women are different. They don't even know what a woman is.
What is that?
So again, we are in the trenches together. But guys, it is also not just isolated to the West. And often when we talk about gender identity and gender politics and all of these progressive things that the media and culture pushes, we talk about Western civilization, the decline of the West. It is happening everywhere. Now, a day before that article by The Economist was published, The Atlantic did a piece on the same phenomenon, but they focused on South Korea. The headline read, "The global gender divide we really should be talking about." And before diving into specifics, they wrote, "A shared trend is a turning away from feminism among young men, even as women turn more strongly towards it." A 2023 survey by Equimundo found that just 47% of men in the US, ages 18 to 23, agreed with the statement that feminism has made America a better place, compared with 56% of men aged 38 to 45. This is a shocking development. Well, it is definitely a development, but it is not shocking if you've actually been paying attention to what men and women are saying and doing. Because at first, when women were genuinely lacking equal rights in this country and countries around the world, more men were in favor of feminism and were fighting for that equal playing field. But then women were given those rights, and now we've had those rights for a long time, but oh no, that wasn't enough. And that was decades ago at this point. And now women haven't shut up about it or any of the new problems that they're creating in their heads, so obviously men are going to be fed up. And it is having a dramatic effect on politics around the world, even in South Korea. In this article, they said that there are 3 things you need to know about South Korea. And they said, first, the nation's fertility rate has plummeted to below 1 child per woman, which means a nation of around 50 million people today.
You guys, I don't blame men for wanting to be far away from women, because nowadays women are doing too much, all in the name of feminism. They want to become a man, and it's very hard for the women to want to approach a woman who feels she is equal with a man, that whatever a man can do, she can do it better. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below, and let's wrap this video up, you guys.
50 million people today will shrink by half in just a generation. That is what Elon Musk is warning us about. That is a serious, serious issue. Secondly, they wrote, the current president, Yoon Suk-yeol, won the election in 2022 on an explicitly anti-feminist agenda, with a promise to abolish the Ministry for Gender Equality. Third, there is a massive political divide in the country between young men and young women. So obviously, men are starting to vote differently, and it is impacting how South Koreans are dating, marrying, procreating, or not procreating at all.
I need a baby!
Just like what we are facing in the United States. And obviously, this is not a good thing, especially just in terms of the population decline, because we need our population to keep increasing so that we can sustain life and society as we know it and continue to innovate. And I wish that this wasn't widespread, but it is kind of nice because I often think that America is singular in our cultural insanity and tension, but really, we're all in this together. Across the world, this is an issue that we need to discuss. For men and women, there used to be an undisputed care, admiration, and need for one another. And now, to put it mildly, men and women kind of hate each other, and they genuinely believe that the other sex is out to get them. And physically and financially, we don't technically need each other. I mean, thanks to sperm donors and surrogacy and women in the workforce making way more money than ever and becoming more educated than men on a whole, like however you want to identify that, men and women think that they don't need each other because of these substitutions. But we do need each other for reasons much deeper than all of that. And until the world starts to recognize that again and respect that and we start to heal, I think that things will struggle to change.
Wow, you guys, that was such an interesting video. And the more the feminists fight hard to thinking that they don't need men in their life, the more they actually do need these men. Because whatever you do, at the end of the day, there are things that a woman can really do, and there are things that calls for a man. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.